Hey guys, I'm Kennedy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. So, this week we're going to be talking about my trip to Summer Smash 2023, the Lyrical Lemonade Festival. I had such a great time. I went with my best friend Danielle, and let me tell you about it.
Don't wanna sound full of myself for rude, but you looking at no other dudes, cause you love me. I'm sorry, baby.
So, starting Saturday, the first person we saw was T Grizzly. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. His crowd was like pretty dead, and it was kind of too light outside for me to like truly enjoy it, like the real concert feel. You'll get what I mean when you see the footage. Also, literally look at this crowd. I have no clue when I took this picture, but it definitely wasn't T Grizzly. Like, after we went to T Grizzly, I met Aaliyah's Interlude on TikTok and I took a picture with her. I was so geeked. I literally followed her around for like 30 seconds before actually taking a picture like a weirdo. But I was so nervous, so I had to build up the confidence to take it. And then next, I took a picture with Future's picture because that's the closest I think I'm getting to that man, unfortunately. Then me and Danielle remembered how absolutely stunning we are. So then after that, we went to go see G Herbo. He had Nardo Wick as his special guest. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It was a great set. He played a lot of good songs, but so many people like were getting hurt in the mosh pits and stuff like that, so we had to keep stopping. Like, look how live this crowd is. Like, you wouldn't expect it from how still my hand is, but like I was definitely jumping and moving. And speaking of the special guest, I'm gonna pretend that this clip is muted because of copyright reasons and not because you could hear me screaming in the background. I know Nardo Wick's not watching, but if he is, then I'm definitely not a minor and I'm very pretty, I promise. So after we left G Herbo and Nardo, we had Mr. Uzi Vert. Solid 10 out of 10. Amazing. The crowd was extra live. Everybody was hype, and I'm now an Uzi fan. I literally got into a dance battle because I, I couldn't stop myself. I had to. It's part of my nature, right? Just look, bro. We're so stupid, bro. I was having such a good time. Also, man, look at this picture I got, bro. Uzi looked like he just walked into his mama room at 3 a.m. after he threw up. Like, it killed me. All in all, it was an amazing performance. I would see Uzi 1,000 times over again if I could. It was great. 10 out of 10. Would do again. After that, we saw Ski Mask. He brought out Nardwuar as a special guest, actually, which was really funny. I'd give it a solid 9 out of 10 because someone spilled twisted tea on me, so I smelled like alcohol for the rest of the night. But his set overall was great. He played 2 unreleased songs, and I was really geeked, and it's really inspired me to listen to more Ski Mask music. Then me and Danielle remembered how cute we are, yet again. So then we had the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Future Hendrix. His set was amazing. It was the best set of the day, best set of the weekend, actually. I give it a 13 out of 10 because, holy, like, there were a couple songs I wish he played. He played a lot of his really popular stuff, which I was, like, really happy about. But there were some things that I really wish that I could hear, like My Collection or Percocet and Stripper Joint. But honestly, my favorite part was the crowd. And speaking of this crazy crowd, like, just look at this, honestly. Like, look at the calm before the storm, man. Like, I'm just sitting here waiting. I don't even recognize the song at first. Up until then, I just hear, like, I hear this. I woke up in a new 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 So now do you believe me when I say that crowd is insane? I'm telling you. I love Future so much. It's not even funny. I was screaming the lyrics to every word I knew. I did a lot of screaming actually. Like, look at this clip.
All my ladies, make some noise for my ladies at this motherfucker.
Yes, that's me screaming. No, I don't want to talk about it. He did some throwbacks, he did some new stuff. It was really good. Overall, great set. Amazing. 10 out. I also got some like really good pictures. Like, they should be paying me for this. So, moving on to Sunday, we got Rico Nasty. I give her an 8 out of 10. Her crowd was super hype. Everybody was jumping. It was super lit. Like, it was the closest we were all weekend because we were super early for her set. But ended up being really happy that we got so close because she brought out BK the Ruler, and I ended up missing her set because we were in line for so long. So I was very grateful that we got to see her, and I got some really good pictures. And so after Rico, we were a little bit bored. In the meantime, we went to go watch Central C. And while I admit Central C is a very attractive young gentleman, this set was a 2 out of 10. It was so dead, it wasn't even funny. Like, a lot of the crowd there was just standing there on their phones or recording. So me and Danielle were like, nah, gang, so we had to go. After Central C, we went to go see Lucky. I give his set a solid 7.5 out of 10. It was a really good set. I'm starting to become more of a Lucky fan. It made me enjoy his music more, like hearing it live. But in the middle of his set, it started pouring. I'm not talking pouring, I mean pouring. Like, people were running, people were scrambling. So I was definitely part of the crowd running. But once we're like halfway out the stadium, I heard him start playing Why Not? And that was the main reason I went to his set anyway. So I turned around in the pouring rain and started recording. And Danielle yelled at me, but it's whatever, because we were yelling about the umbrella.
You want the umbrella? The umbrella! Okay! Hey, let's go!
I thought the initial downpour was bad, but it managed to get even worse. I was so shocked. And as a touching show of my vulnerability on the internet, I'm going to show you guys how bad my hair got rained down.
We look ridiculous. We look scary.
I think you look great.
I think we look awesome. My shoes, bro. My shoes, my hair, my hair.
These are.
But at least after the rain, there was a really cute rainbow. After that, we were supposed to go see Trippie Redd, but then after the rain, we realized how starving we were. So we got in line and went to Harold's, and by the time we got to the front of the line, some guy like taps me on my shoulder. I'm like, yo. And he's like, hey, can we get in front of you guys? Like, we'll pay for your food if you do. And so I'm like, yeah, like, who's gonna say no to free food, right? So we order what we want, and then him and his two friends order what they want. Why the total come out to $68? I was like, oh nah, I could never. But clearly this man could, because he pulled out a gold Amex card and paid for it with no problem. So I was like, okay. But yeah, that little debacle meant that we didn't get to see Trippie, but I heard a lot of his music, like from a good distance, and it was actually really good. So I don't have a rating on his set, but it was good from what I heard. After our delicious meal that was free, we went to go see Lil Durk. I realized his set was really a 10 out of 10. Like, the crowd was hyped, people were dancing and stuff. It was a really good set list. He played Homebody. He played all the songs I recognized. Like, what? He even played King Von. He played Took It to the O. Like, he played a lot of really good songs, and I had a great time throughout the whole set. And then last but not least was Playboi Carti. It was a solid 12 out of 10. I was so mad that nobody that I went with likes Carti. So we left halfway through his set, but the 30 minutes I listened to was one of the best concert experiences I've ever had in my life. Would do again, would definitely recommend. This was definitely one of the best weekends of my life. I got to spend it with one of my favorite people and see a lot of my favorite artists, and I'm just so, so grateful that I have the facilities to be able to do nice things for myself. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
I'm sorry, baby.